to watch the way you made me into a mess. I miss you missing me like you used to, yeah, like you used to. I miss you kissing me like you used to, like only you do. You know the good things are never as good as the bad, and your love is better than anything I've ever had. Oh, I miss you missing me like you used to, yeah, like you used to. You know the good things are never as good as the bad, and your love is better than anything I've ever had. Oh, I miss you missing me like you used to, yeah, like you used to. Oh. When we were 15, I remember the car rides, small fights, conversations all night. I never saw you as anything more than a friend, but now I see you in a new light. We're getting older, there's a sparkle in your eyes that wasn't there before. You give me butterflies, it makes me wonder if there could be something more. We were only kids when we first met. Now let's discover what we haven't yet. I don't wanna wonder what could have been. So baby, take my hand and let my love in. Let my love when we were 15. When we were 15, I remember the car rides, small fights, conversations all night. I never saw you as anything more than a friend, but now I see you in a new light. We're getting older, there's a sparkle in your eyes that wasn't there before. You give me butterflies, it makes me There you go again, looking so handsome. Oh, you have your way, and it's making me weaken. You and your stylist, walking like that. It's really getting too much, but I can't pull back. Though I try to resist, I can't fight this. And no one makes me feel like you do. And no one sets my body on fire. And no one gives me shivers like you. Oh, no one does it better. How I try to sleep, but you're deep in my mind. Got a hold of me. When I'm awake, I'm all blind. You and your magic, like infinite power. God knows I try to resist, but you're pulling me closer. Oh, I gotta stay away, but you won't let me. And no one makes me feel like you do. And no one sets my body on fire. And no one gives me shivers like you. Oh, no one does it
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this stream of GitGud NA. This is the Advanced Division Grand Finals, and I'm here with Joe, the Pantry Man Razor. How are you doing, sir?
I am doing great here. I'm very excited. It's gotten under. We're getting underway quite late compared to when we were scheduled to start, but I'm still very, very excited, like you said, from the pantry as always. And yeah, I'm equipped. I got some coffee. I got some tea. I got you, and I got some Overwatch to be played here. Grand finals in between 07 Xenon and Bamboo Shack.
Yes, and speaking of 07 Xenon, they are that winners bracket finalist. So they've got they've got this upper hand. They've got that handicap. If they lose this match up, they still play a one map decider, I believe, as well. So they have that chance to not lose at all after one round. But we're gonna be starting off here today on Lijiang Tower. Joe, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm very, very excited. Lijiang Tower is a map that I think it's like if you had like an AI design a control map, it would be Lijiang Tower. It has a brawl map. It has kind of like very brawl centric maps with a lot of fast paced comps that are kind of rule these maps. Control Center obviously very brawl heavy with the Symmetra comps. Night Market as well, very Symmetra brawl heavy map. And then the Gardens are third point there. While it sees a bit less brawl, or traditional brawl, it still does feel brawl style comps with a lot of 6-man involved in it. So it's a very fast paced map that while it can get stale at times, it is, I think, a great way to start off Grand Finals.
I definitely have to agree with you as well. A lot of things can just be ran. Not only just Brawl on Lijiang Tower. With all the control maps, as a matter of fact, anything could really be run at all times. You can see a Pharah, you can see a Tracer, you can see a Wrecking Ball, a Winston, and it doesn't really matter. Whatever you're more comfortable on is what you're most likely going to see, unless it's like control center or a mecha base. You're going to have to most likely run that brawl style composition. But I think we're almost ready to start this underway. We don't want to keep you waiting any longer than you have to get into this first match of the night. Oh yeah, we could do that. We could talk about the rosters before we head in. And I saw this team last weekend on the side of Xenon. They were just incredible. They don't have Rui, who was a menace on the DPS line, but they Revolution as well, a very, very capable Hanzo player on their side. Bill as the projectile DPS, Nacho, Dude from Mars, Hex, and Bully Hunter on the side of Xenon, rounding it out. And it should this team's very good, Joe.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Both sides have put up great performances throughout the season, obviously. And Bamboo Shack have a very stacked roster as well. I mean, that DPS line of Dino and Potato Man, they're very good. And so is their tank line. I've gotten to cast him a couple times throughout the season. And J-Rainer and Gerbil, they're a pretty nasty tank line at times. They're pretty versatile and have a lot of really neat looks.
Yeah, I mean, it's really going to be, I think, down to that DPS line between Bill and Revolution taking on Dino and Potato Man. Like I was saying, Bill, specifically in that that winner's bracket final, was just that hard carry that the side of Xenon relied on a lot. He won so many fights when he was playing Junkrat. As Noel, he was also a very good Pharah player, which we'll probably see on Lijiang Tower, because that was the first map of the winner's bracket final last weekend, and he was just incredible on it.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree. It was a great player. I managed to catch up on the VOD right before this, and he really did impress me there. But yeah, both rosters very good, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do here. We're in Southern Gardens. I mentioned it a bit, but it kind of has two main styles played through. You have a lot of 6-man, which I did prefer on this point. That's also because I prefer to play 6-man as a player. And then it also has ball comps, and that's what it looks like Xenon may want to go for here. Nacho is he's vibing. But yeah, ball comps are very good as well. You cause a lot of disruption here, a lot of opportunities for environmental kills there. The Pharah has a lot of range and cover to play behind. So these two comps that we're seeing from each side, these are kind of the two main comps you see on Gardens.
Yeah, and we're going to be starting off here. The Symmetra teleporter coming out from Revolution on Xenon, trying to get that positioning better, but they're going to drop over to that Tracer to get that backline damage. They've already started it in the side of Bamboo Shack, already taking this, but no, it's me, Bill, taking out the Lucio early on in this fight, and that's the go sign for Xenon. They've already got this 2 in this fight, as Bill is just laying damage from on high. Another pick, 3 in this fight, only just for Bill, as he's picking off where he left off in the winner's bracket finals.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the disadvantages you're running 6-man here into this Pharah comp. If you're not able to get to the Zenyatta fast enough, the Pharah can just have free range over you. And so now we're going to see a swap for Bamboo Shack. They're going to go over onto a ball comp of their own, Zenyatta as well, and they make the swap over to the Tracer. So this is kind of two very individualistic style comps on both sides.
Well, Bully Hunter is super low right now. Did get hacked up there before the fight began, but not going to be able to be finished off before this fight starts, since Bill already having the barrage on the line here, as both Wrecking Balls are running through the Transcendence. Going to be used early here from Bully Hunter, but the barrage he's on high, looking for that, but it's going to be caught out by Jay Rayner. Needs to get back into presenting, but Gerbil going down early on. Revolution does go down, like you said, do that nice little hack from Dino, but it's still looking good for Xenon. They've got these picks in their favor. It's Bully Hunter with a nice volley onto Potato Man, yet again taking another fight in favor of Xenon. The barrage going to be just used to cap off the second fight as it's up to 60% here, Joe. It's not looking good right now for Bamboo Shack.
Yeah, it really isn't. It looked like Bamboo Shack were just so scared of this barrage from Bill. You could see Jay Rayner. He was kind of poking him, probably trying to force the fair away a lot of this time, but Bamboo Shack do have some ultimates. They have this EMP, have the bomb, and they're kind of close to their Pulse Bomb and your Transcendence as well, as they're going to try to EMP the Pharah.
No, it's going to be too low! It's too low, Joe! As Revolution takes out the Zenyatta with the Pulse Bomb, and that's got to be the end of the map. The self-destruct coming out on point, not going to find anyone. The minefield's out from Nacho, trying to disrupt people from going to the point here. They're trying as best they can to get some point progress, but it's already Xenon getting so many picks in their favor. You hate to see it, but nice from Xenon. Just as they say that, 2 picks going in favor of Bamboo Shack, but still, it can't be enough for the side of Bamboo Shack to change it into their favor. As the Transcendence is on point, the self-destruct is there. Revolution with 2K and late. They're just trying to get back. Dino does take down Bully on it, but it's not going to be enough. It can't be enough. There's no way they come back and turn it on their head as Xenon taking round 1 on Lijiang Tower.
Did Dino only have 1 EMP that entire point?
Yes.
Oh, that's so tragic. He played Tracer Sombra the entire time. He only managed to build up to 1 EMP. And then on top of that, his EMP, it's an okay idea. The concept's fine. And he even was in position to do it. He just waited to pop it. I'm not really sure what Dino's doing there, but I mean, it's kind of mean to hyper-focus on Dino there, because Bamboo Shack as a whole just didn't look like they have a good answer for what Xenon were trying to run there. So it's not only Dino's fault, obviously. I think it was kind of more of a team-wide issue. But we're going to move forward here onto Night Market, and it's going to be ball comps for both sides at a point where traditionally it's been a lot of brawl.
Yeah, and I think that's just going to be the mainstay. Nacho liking to run the Wrecking Ball over most others. Most other main tanks will probably see that, but we have that Pharah duel in the sky. Both teams opting for the Farmers. The Tracer DPS lineup coming in here. The Potato Man already got this point scouted out, but he's going to be caught out by Nacho in the back line. But almost taking out Revolution there. Might be enough for them to get this point in their favor, but still looking good for the side of Xenon. But Bill, just as I say that, Bill starting it off yet again with another pick. It's going to be turned back, though, as the Dino does take out Nacho, but still, all the picks going in favor of Xenon now, as they should get this point unlocked very soon.
Yeah, Xenon once again taking the opening fight there. Bill just does a good job there cleaning up, but really Revolution was the MVP of that fight. Just got so much value in the mid fight there. After Bill goes down, he continues to put in good work and puts them in a winning position here. So he has this pulse bomb already, and he's playing very aggressive.
Yeah, as Revolution looking to get this pulse bomb.
Oh,
it was a nice eat by Jay Rayner there. It's gonna save a lot of lives in that small little room there, but and a nice pick coming in as well from Potato Man onto Bully Hunter. That should be enough to open this fight off, as he did have that Transcendence online. And they do get that capture percentage. Dino on switching over to the Echo, taking out the Pharmacy by himself with the help of a little bit of a Mercy Pocket. But still, Bamboo Shack looking a little bit stronger on Night Market here.
Yeah, Bamboo Shack get their first capture of the set, as they build up into some crucial ultimates here. They're going to be close to everything other than this duplicate, which Dino started on the fair, then swapped over onto the Echo. Xenon, though, they're going to be in a very similar situation, close to everything other than the Pulse Bomb, really. So this is going to be a fireworks show.
Yeah, as there you go in, Dino already taking out Bill with the focusing beam. The Transcendence is going to be forced out by Potato Man thanks to that nice little Pulse Bomb there. And still looking good for Bamboo Shack, especially with forcing that Transcendence out, as Nacho going down to the minefield on point. This should just be a little bit of a follow-up. Getting these last couple kills is a nice sticky bomb pick up onto Bill yet again, as Bamboo Shack definitely have found their hold right now on Night Market.
Yeah, definitely, as That bomb somehow kills two, so Xenon not out of this yet, and oh my god. The Ana is so low, and Bill finally managed to take him down.
Yeah, so they could be able to turn this back as Bill's looking for a barrage, and they're going to be able to catch out Gerbil on the Wrecking Ball. Bill going to be caught out hit again by Dino on this Echo. This has been a huge switch for the side of Bamboo Shack. Dino on this Echo has completely turned it on their head. The res is there for Bill, but still, they've got the copied Echo on point to walk into as they have the self-destruct coming out, looking to get some picks. They do take down Bill, and the Pulse Bomb is eaten as well. This is already looking good for Bamboo Shack. Oh my goodness! Potato Man with the stick of the century. It might be turned back here. 2 picks going in favor of Xenon now. But oh, a nice little roll through coming from Gerbil. That should seal the deal for Bamboo Shack on Night Market here. But still, Revolution's alive, Bill's alive on point. And the res coming out. Revolution's taking down 2. This might be enough to flip it back into their favor. Xenon coming back from the break. Wow. They've done it. They've gotten this point back into their favor, Joe. Oh my goodness. They need to get just these last 2 DPS left. It's Revolution and it's left Revolution.
Revolution with a 4K there towards the end. Bringing it back from the claws of defeat. Jaws of defeat, jaws of defeat. Not claws.
Jaws.
But Bamboo Shack nearly had it there, but it's a big place by Revolution. Revolution, by the way, has not been able to use a single pulse bomb so far at this point. Both of us has been eaten so far, but big ult advantage now for Xenon as well. They've managed to kind of flip this map on its head.
Yeah, they're going to need to keep this going in their favor now. Nacho almost falling off the side of the map. The Valkyrie is now in effect for the side of Bamboo Shack, trying to top everyone up. Still, they're not able to push into this defense of Xenon as Revolution with a nice 1-clip and a melee kill to finish it off onto his Tracer counterpart in Potato Man. And that's going to buy a lot of time for the side of Xenon.
Yeah, Xenon building closer to that 100% here. A lot of ultimates to work with, but so do Bamboo Shack. Everything other than this Valkyrie is online. And Bamboo Shack, though, they get the opening.
Yeah, Dino taking down Bill with that focusing beam and the copy onto the Tracer. Revolution does turn it on his head for the time being, but that should be all they need in the end for Bamboo Shack to finally take this. But Nacho with a minefield pick. They still need to stay on point here as it did get flipped over to Bamboo Shack in the thick of things, but I don't think they're going to be able to do it. Just as I say that, Revolution yet again taking out the Ana. Revolution, another pick in the fight. This could be enough for this, but it's a massive anti-nade coming in from the side of Bamboo Shack, but still, Revolution is still alive, Joe! Oh my goodness, they almost C9 at that point, but it is still alive. How is this happening? The side of Xenon did not give it up. They've still won it, and there's not going to be any respawns coming back. The Wrecking Ball might be able to
we got boop.
The barrage is there, and the boop. Xenon somehow wins map 1 in a 2-0 fashion. Oh my gosh.
If this gonna be the entire set, I don't know how I'm gonna make it through this.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to cast tomorrow as well because my voice is gonna be
I know this is impossible. I mean, holy. Okay, normally this is the part where I say something that sounds really smart. But I'm kind of really tempted just to say Ooga Booga Revolution go kill.
Yeah,
because
that's pretty much what happened.
There was like 3 points in that final or inside of Night Market where Bamboo Shack were in control, so close to winning. The overtime had gotten down to just like a split second from being completely gone, and Bamboo Shack taking it. But instead, Revolution just managed to never go away. He just refused. I mean, if you think back, it's like Xenon were like 20%. And Bamboo Shack were at 99. Yeah, Revolution kills 2, stalls out long enough for his team to come back. They clean it up, come back. It was like decent stall from him there, but it was still a pretty good play. Does it again when they're at 60%. You know why? He's just like, yeah, I'm gonna kill 3 in a 1v6. I'm gonna kill 3 of them. 99 to essentially a 99-99 situation. He's in a 1v4 and manages to kill 3 once again. I mean, it was absurd.
Yeah, and you can tell we got the cards from our producer there. He did get 14 objective kills. So I mean, and that's when you get kills on the objective. So you've got to think, and most of them are probably in those last fight scenarios that we just saw. You got multiple 4Ks on the point there to save Xenon's point in the end. As wow, they're gonna. Bamboo Shack's gonna need to do something about Revolution. They can't let him run wild like they just did.
Yeah, I entirely agree. If they don't find a way to neutralize him, and then Bill as well. I don't want to take stuff away from Bill. Especially on that first point, Bill was terrorizing Bamboo Shack. Yeah. And I think the almost the threat level of Bill kind of created opportunities to see Revolution come in there and get a lot of these big picks, because they had to be scared of the Pharah, right? If they're not scared of that, if they don't give respect to that Pharah, they were going to be in a world of trouble there. So they had to really try to balance these 2 DPS that were doing a ton of work there and be set up by their main tank, who was also doing a lot of work. I mean, those 3, they were doing so much there for their team in that, like, this first map. And I'm really wondering to see if Bamboo Shack could kind of figure out a way to neutralize at least 2 of them. If they can neutralize 2 of them at once, I think they'll be pretty good.
Yeah, and that was a big thing in their winners bracket final as well. The threat of Bill let the other DPS just run wild. When the other DPS wasn't running wild, Bill was just running wild on Junkrat or Pharah, like we just saw him there on Night Market. And then they're all set up, like you said, by Nacho on that main tank role. The Wrecking Ball so well with Disruption, getting people into prime positioning to be taken down by a Pharah direct, because they're pretty much stunned for that little time being there in the sky from that pile driver. As it's gonna really be tough. They need to be able to stop two of those 3 to win this out somehow, as we're gonna be heading to King's Row here. And you might be thinking Xenon's gonna be swapping to a Brawl comp. No, they still will be running Wrecking Ball because they're crazy like that. But I mean, it still works well on some of the points.
Yeah, definitely. As we move on to King's Row, like he mentioned here, this is Bamboo Shack's pick because they lost the opening map. Yeah, I'm definitely wondering if they're going to continue to run the Wrecking Ball, because, like you said, I think they definitely could. I don't think it's a horrible idea to. King's Row is a map that over time has become more open. It went from being a brawl-only map to being a bit more loosey-goosey with what you're able to run. You see a bit more of this Wrecking Ball and even some bunker comps, but I would hope to see both teams run brawl, because I personally feel like that's still the best comp to run.
Oh, I mean, it is a very good composition to run, but I'm still expecting the side of Xenon to run this Wrecking Ball. I believe they ran it as well in the winners bracket final.
I more mean I hope Bamboo Shack.
Oh yeah, okay.
I hope they don't. I hope they don't take a ball mirror against Xenon. That's more what I meant to say.
Yeah, you can't be sucked into mirroring Xenon because they'll take you down. In the long run, we saw that pretty much on both of the points on Lijiang Tower. They forced them off of their comfort pick that they wanted to run, specifically on Gardens there. They were trying to run that traditional brawl with the Winston Diva. They had to just switch off immediately because it just didn't work well into that composition. They've got to stick to their guns and not be bullied around by Xenon if they want to have any shot in the series.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I feel like at this first map, it really felt like Xenon was setting the tempo, setting the style that this game was going to be played with. And it looked like Bamboo Shack were just kind of taking it. And they weren't countering back with an idea of their own. They straight up just mirrored what Xenon were running. And we're like, okay, well, if we can't beat you with what we want to run, which they only tried for one fight, maybe they had planned to run Wrecking Ball on Night Market, but from what I've seen of Bamboo Shack previously, I've seen them run Brawl on Night Market before.
Well, I thought.
So,
Well, it looks like we are going to be seeing Brawl, but we do have a substitution here, Joe. Soul is coming in for Dino and taking that place for the May for this time being. But I'm completely remembering wrong. I did remember Xenon running Brawl, but Bill was going to be on the Junkrat instead of a May. That's what it was.
Yes, Soul is a bit more of their. I don't really want to say he's more of a projectile, but he plays a lot of Mei and Sombra for the team. Those are kind of his two main heroes, so no surprise to see him here on King's Row. Gonna see a Brawl Mirror. Potato Man's most likely going to switch off to the Cole Cassidy, and he will do so. Interesting, though. Xenon, they're opting to run a Junkrat defense here. We've seen it a bit so far this GitGud season, and then in other leagues as well, but I'm interested to see how it works.
It worked very well for them in their winner's bracket final matchup, and it's looking to work well yet again as Bill is that first pick in the fight. Again, Bill is just a menace on this Junkrat as he is going to be in the backline taking names. They do take him down, but he is going to be taken down, but Revolution's there to pick up the stragglers as Xenon holding strong on the defense so far. Ooh, a nice little wall as Revolution's going to be... Revolution might be taken down there.
Barely manages to get out there. As you can see, Xenon has to give up a lot of space as they need to taxi back two players that they lost there in that Bamboo Shack. Lose Revolution.
Yeah, Revolution is down in this fight already. Xenon needs something here, and that's going to be big. Gerbil is down thanks to Dude from Mars. The Riptire gets killed before anything can do it, but it still gives enough time for Xenon to kite back, takes time, and still win the fight in the end, as Xenon are still holding strong here after a rough start to that second fight.
Yeah, definitely. Good stuff for them. They managed to recover nicely, and they managed to get their members back into the fight, but Bamboo Shack looking to go quickly here with the high noon.
The high noon coming out here, gonna be eaten up, almost taking out Hex as Revolution turns it back on his head with a dead eye of their own, taking out Creo on the Lucio as the nice shatter comes out. That should be enough as all the ults are gonna be dumped in this fight, it seems, for the side. Both teams are mainly Bamboo Shack though, as they're gonna get these last couple of picks in the end, as Dude from Mars trying to get out before being staggered.
Yeah, so Bamboo Shack managing to capture up first point here. Decent amount of time in the bank for them, 4:15. Not a lot of ults though, they expunged quite a bit to pull that off like you mentioned. They will have both support ults, and I'm not quite sure where Jane Raynor is to his bomb. He does have it, so they will have 3 ults to work with while on the defense. You're going to see both support ults and the Earth Shatter. So really look to see which tank ult can get the most value.
Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting. Nacho looking for the shatter. They need to walk. They're gonna have to walk past us. He's lined it up perfectly. It's a massive shatter coming out from from Nacho, as that's going to be a quick team fight win as he spins in celebration on cart. As oh my goodness, that's some MTG if I've ever seen it.
They got montage. What else is there to say? They got montaged. I mean, that was insanity there. That shatter hits, I believe it hit every single member there of the opposition. And you saw Nacho, he tried to flip his shield away. He tried to bait out the shatter, and well, he did.
Well, the Deadeye is coming out from Potato Man, but they don't know Bill's behind them. As there goes the Riptire to get 2! Oh my goodness, the shatter is out from, or not the shatter, some huge stun came into Xenon, but still, are able to hold on to the point. Bill does go down, but they get a late, they get a late team-back on the Jay Raynor. Yeah,
so that will stall off the attack for quite a bit there. Really nice play there from Bill. He just waltzes up behind them. Apparently nobody turned around at all. It was just a pretty funny scene there, all things considered. Exxon, though, They're going to have a lot of ults to work with here. Probably have an advantage here coming in this fight.
Well, the Blizzard is out as Nacho's separated from his squad, but Bill takes down Friedro in the backline yet again. The self-destruct out from Jay Rayner. Gonna be able to turn it on his head, though, as the side of Bamboo Shack should be able to push forward here, as they've all got the picks necessary. They've taken down Bill and Revolution, as the rest of Xenon have to go back. No, Bill's just in the back line there fighting a Lucio. My mistake, as he's trying to get out before he's taken down by Friedro in the back line. The shatter coming out from Nacho. From Gerbil taking down Nacho, but it's still going to be looking good for the side of Xenon. They've taken down Potato Man. Their main tank is down for the time being, as it should be the side of Bamboo Shack capturing the second point. But Bully Hunter's still alive. He's got a pick in this fight, and they got the DMAC as well onto Jay Rayner, and Gerbil is out of this fight. But it's still anyone's point right now. But it's got to be in the favor of Bamboo Shack, as they do take out dude from Mars's mech, but the respawns are coming back from Xenon. And somehow, some way, they still have not given up this point yet. Potato Man does take down Hex, with the Riptire's out from Bill, looking to take some people down with it, as they're giving way. Bamboo Shack's giving way after such an advantage, as it looks like Xenon's held on to point one for the time being.
This has been the game of clutches so far, and Xenon keep coming away with them. Hold on, after really only having 2 members alive on the cart, they stalled out for so long, got picked slowly, and just Bamboo Shack were never able to close out the fight. High Noon, though, for the attack as well as the Earth Shatter. So they're actually close to quite a lot. Pretty close to everything other than the Sound Barrier. And there's the Speed Boost and the High Noon.
Well, the Deadeye is going to basically take down dude from Mars's mech, and it's going to be followed up quickly afterwards. The Deadeye coming out, but it's going to be blocked up by Soul on that May. That was huge. This should be Bamboo Shack being able to take this. Nacho and Bill are down, as well as their Lucio. There's really no way they could come back into this and win this fight out, as Red fills the kill feed. It's basically the team kill gong. Should have sound, but still. It's a very good hold coming in from Xenon, as it's down to 1:30.
Yeah, not a lot of time here, as they tapped up in overtime. So time bank is running thin for them, but they do have some ults to work with here, and Xenon don't have too many. Biggest one though is what they just popped in the Earth Shatter. Or Riptire.
Riptire does go down, and he's taken down again, as Jay Rayner self-destruct finds Hex. Nacho trying to get something doing. They do take down Soul for the time being. That is going to be a big pick, as Soul did have that Blizzard.
Yeah, he should get back in time. As you can see, the Lucio was sent to go retrieve him. But look at the ult bank for Bamboo Shack. They have everything other than the Steva Bomb. And Xenon only having this Earth Shatter. You do see a swap from Revolution over on the Hanzo now. Gonna need to be a big clutch from somebody on Xenon. They look for Nacho's Shatter.
Well, Potato Man already using that Deadeye, taking out Revolution, but it's going to be almost a huge self-destruct coming out as the Blizzard takes down Nacho in the end. This should be all they need for the side of Bamboo Shack, but Hex does take down Mucho in the back line off the side of the map. It's just Revolution on point there, and they're going to be able to capture it up with 11 seconds on the board. That's huge if we go into overtime rounds.
Yeah, so good attack there. Good attack from Bamboo Shack. All things considered, because it did look kind of shaky at points. Running low on time and resources, but they managed to battle back and pull it off. And get an attack with timing, which, like you said, could be huge. If there is no time, this means that they'll get another chance at attack if Xenon finish the map, no matter what. So, big 11 seconds possibly. But Xenon, they had a lot of clutch moments, but on that third point, they seemed to just fall flat.
Yeah, and I mean, it was really hard to push into the, or keep that defense going, as, you know, we saw Bamboo Shack pretty much had 6 ultimates to go into that last fight territory. But Joe, take a look at Xenon and their composition they're running out here right now.
Yeah, good old AC 130.
Ooh, but it looks like Bamboo Shack might know what they're running because they're taking the defensive hold under the statue.
Okay, so they, yeah, I wonder if they will continue that defensive hold under the statue. If it is, it may be an accidental, just perfect candidates, but they're gonna wrap around the left side here. Most likely will TP on top of the statue. And there's the TP. There's the Bastion. And the Stingray got booped up there by the Diva.
That was a huge play by J Rayner. They saw the teleporter come up, knew what they had to do, but it's still looking good. No, J Rayner does take down Nacho, and Revolution is down. They've got to swap off this. They already know what's coming out from the side of Xenon. As it's going to be really difficult for them to run the AC-130 any longer, as Revolution swaps over to the Hanzo now, as the rest of Xenon have to go back to spawn.
Yeah, interesting though. Bill's gonna go around to the Junker. I expect to see Dude go over onto Diva, and there it is. So yeah, definitely an interesting pick there with the Junkrat Hanzo DPS line, but Bamboo Shack, they're gonna have some ultimate. Earth Shattering, Amp, Matrix are the ones they're closest to.
As there goes out the Amp Matrix, but Bill takes it fight in their favor yet again, in the Shatter going into a wall is not what you want if you are Gerbil. Soul trying to turn it back on their head as Revolution is down to a nice icicle to the face, as the Shatter coming out from Nacho takes out 3, but the Immortality Field is there to save people's lives for the time being, but Gerbil is going to eventually go down, as this should be Xenon taking the capture in their favor. The rest of Bamboo Shack is just caught in this tight little room with an angry German man with his hammer, as it's still not as quick as they'd have liked it to be taken, but it's still a very quick capture coming in from Xenon.
Yeah, good time bank for him, 439, so slightly higher than what we saw Bamboo Shack's time bank be. Good ultimates built up though from Bamboo Shack. If you want to look at a silver lining from it, they're gonna have both some DPS ults and a sound barrier, as well as this Diva Bomb to kind of clear up some space. While the attack, they're gonna have a Riptire and a Window, but outside of that, only the Shatter. The spot.
Bill. He is the hero that Kings Row needs. He is Junkrat Man. There he comes. He's holding down the Riptire, looking to get a pick, and he's gonna get 2. He takes down Soul. That's a massive pick coming in the favor of Xenon. The Blizzard no longer on the table for this defense, as they're gonna be able to at least get it up to this corner here, maybe more.
Yeah, that was absurd. There for Bill, sits on the ledge. That's the ledge when you play Tracer on King's Row, you accidentally get stuck on. But yeah, great stuff there from Bill. Dragon Strike early from Revolution.
Yeah, and it's gonna go down into everyone. The self-destruct out takes down Revolution. They're gonna be able to get this pick back into their favor as Nacho gets charged out of existence, as Bamboo Shack with a really nice re-engage, as they only had to use 3 ultimates to take this cart back.
Yeah, great stuff there from Bamboo Shack. They managed to recover quite nicely there. Still a good time bank for Xenon. They're gonna have 3 minutes here to only move the cart around, like, what, 15, maybe 20 meters, so looking pretty good for him. They're gonna have both tank ults to do so here in this initial attack, while Bamboo Shack, they're gonna have a High Noon and a Shatter, so pretty low on ults for both ends.
As they've started this off, the Maywall is out, but this could be a huge as Dude from Mars takes down 2 with the self-destruct, as that is gonna open it up after a almost massive shatter from Gerbil. It was a massive shatter, but when your team is getting self-destructed by Dude from Mars as well, it's really gonna be hard to follow up on it.
Yeah, I was gonna comment about Gerbil's shatter because it was a pretty decent one, but Dude from Mars's bomb was just better. 2 kills there and a lot of damage on a Gerbil himself, so Xenon now have flipped the ult economy on its head. They will have the ult advantage here with both DPS ults, and Earth Shatter, and a Window.
Well, the high noon is out from Potato Man. Not going to find anyone. They do get the D-Mech onto Dude from Mars, and they were waiting for Bill's Riptire, but the Dragon Strike is out. But still, the side of Xenon are going to have to regroup here, as Soul is just going to get some picks late in this fight, as they're going to regroup and wait for everyone to come back.
Yeah, they'll have to reset, recalibrate, look at some different options now, as still an ult advantage though for the attack. They only use the DPS ult, so they still have an Earth Shatter and a window. I believe they should be fairly close to a bomb. I'm actually wrong. They're only 40% for one stuff, but still, ult advantage in favor of Bamboo Shack.
As the self-destruct coming out from Jay Rayner should be canceled out by the shield, and Bill stops the remake, and the shatter coming out yet again from Nacho, taking down people, and the follow-up is there from the rest of Xenon, as they're gonna have to go back to spawn unless they take down Lucha late there, Joe. That could be huge going in, as Bill is taken in a defensive positioning on these doors here, as there's going to be a lot of damage coming through.
Yeah, Pity comes onto the corner, gets spooked, nearly goes off the edge because of it. Bill is trying to stay out. Wait, he does go off the edge? He takes the dealer with him there. All right, Chirpo.
Yeah, as they're going to have to use this Riptide to try to turn it back, but it's looking good. The re-engage coming in from Bamboo Shack is strong. They still got 2 minutes here, Joe. They should have enough time to regroup and at least capture this point with time on.
Yeah, I imagine so. Good stuff though for Bamboo Shack. Gerbil does a mad lad play there, but Bamboo Shack do still have a lot of ults to work with, while the offense does as well. They're gonna have almost everything except that Junkrat ult, so ult advantage still in favor of Xenon.
As they're going to be going in, the shatter comes out, no one gets caught by it, but Jay Rayner eats the Dragon Strike. The self-destruct coming out. Bill has already taken down Creo on the Lucio yet again. The shatter, massive coming in from Nacho, but they need the follow-up onto it, as Dude from Mars eating souls. Pulse Bomb could be huge for the long run. They're using this sound barrier. They want to win it now. Nacho takes down Jay Rayner, and this should be enough for the side of Xenon to win this out, as Nacho is swinging that German hammer. They do take down Bully Hunter. They can't. It should be enough for them to hold on to this point, as the respawn's trying to come back for the side of Bamboo Shack. But still, Dude from Mars is super low, but this can't be enough for them to get back in time and hold it for much longer, as this should be the last of the stall characters, as Xenon capturing the point with 17 seconds more.
Great stuff there from Xenon. They managed to close it out in the end. Like I said, 17 seconds more, so not a great attack, but it got the job done. They managed to capture up King's Row, stay alive in this map with a slightly better time bank there. Just a update, I believe Revolution has gotten 4 of his ultimates eaten by Jay Rayner so far this game. It was either 3 or 4. So Jay Rayner has had his number so far today. But
yeah,
moving on, Xenon gonna have to defend once again. I wonder if they will start on this Junkrat again, and they will. Yeah, they will opt to do so. So Bill will go for the Junk once again. And I wonder what Bamboo Shack want to do. We saw him play some Hanzo at some point, but I wonder if they want to run that, or if they want to try to go for a traditional kind of May Cassidy comp.
Yeah, as this is going to be interesting. This is a very likely draw scenario coming out from both these squads. It's going to be really difficult. We did see Xenon capture it pretty quickly. But still, draw very likely, wouldn't you say, Joe?
I wouldn't say very likely, but I would say plausible. It took both teams around 1:30 to 2 minutes to capture up first point here, and so if they could improve on their attack slightly, we would not see a draw. But a draw would not be too out of the ordinary. As Bill, just sure.
Yeah, I mean, Bill's already taken down Muchi Rio on the Baptiste, as well as Potato Man. This should
He already has a Riptire.
It's light work for Bill. A 30-second Riptire.
30 seconds remaining.
Yeah. That's absurd. Does a lot of damage onto the main tank. Gets 2 kills, all kind of mostly on his own there. Of course, he had some assistance, but most of the damage was his own. As you can see, Bill's hiding. He's probably going to try to go for a quick kind of Riptire pop.
They don't see him.
There it is. He's looking for the
supports.
supports.
Oh, get the supports. That's huge from this. Oh my goodness. Bill is just the gods of Riptire. You remember those old thumbnails on YouTube, the gods of whatever? Just get Bill's name on the gods of Junkrat thumbnail, as he's just putting on a show with the Junkrat, as this should just be a bit of cleanup for Xenon to win out and hold this defense strong, as Revolution's just going to go nasty on the Cassidy yet again. They're going to using the Deadeye just to keep people away from spawn. They take out Potato Man. Xenon in a good position now to win the map.
Yeah, 100%. You mentioned Gods of Junkrat. Here's a quick story time. It won't be too long. My team one time, we scripted a college team. And the team was a bunch of... They said they were like a mid-diamond team. And it was a bunch of plats, a couple golds, and then a top 500 Junkrat OTP. His name's Dizzian. Shout out Dizzian. He's a... I don't know if he's watching, but he's a he's the number one Junkrat player in the world, and he's and it's just funny because we were playing and we're like, dang, this Junkrat guy is rolling us, and then we found out.
Yeah, you always see the plat or top 500 player carry plats, and yeah, it usually is the case they can.
Yeah, so we are getting ready here. Traditional brawl for defense is what Bamboo Shack think they need to draw. The attack of Xenon, though. Wonder if they'll stay on the Sigma here. I imagine Revolution swaps over to the Cassidy.
Yeah, that would make sense. Nope, they're just gonna go back to the Hanzo yet again.
Okay.
To start this off here. They're taking their time here, Joe.
Yeah, definitely are.
As Bill is going to be that ninja of the Junkrat yet again, getting in the back line as he just just puts so much damage onto the back line of Bamboo Shack while Xenon is rotating, as they still haven't caught him out. As Mucha is down to Revolution's arrow. This should be enough for them to win this out, as the damage is just so much from the side of Xenon. As they've done it, they've taken a 2-0 lead on the series going into map 3.
Yeah, great job there from their end. I'm going to play the game from Nacho. I believe this was his nasty shatter. We can clarify. Is this a 6-man?
Yeah, it is.
It looks like a 5-man.
It might have been a 5. Yeah,
he missed the Cassidy. Shucks. Yeah, but great stuff there from his end. Really great map, honestly. I think both teams showed prowess on the Brawl comp, and that was something I worried a bit about, but it obviously is not a problem.
No, definitely not. As we just saw there, especially on that overtime attack from Xenon, getting them up 2-0 in the series. And now heading into map 3, Bamboo Shack know what they need to do. I feel like they showed it on their attacking phase, especially on point 3, just to be able to win out. But they still haven't been able to deal with those big 2 DPS of Xenon.
Yeah, the DPS to a Xenon has just taken over this game at times, and it's creating a lot of space there for the main tank at times. You saw a lot of big plays from Nacho because of the fact that the DPS was putting so much pressure on them, and this is kind of your dream scenario in a brawl comp. Your DPS pressure the other team's main tank, so your main tank can walk forward. And it worked to perfection in some instances for Xenon, but Bamboo Shack definitely showed they aren't slouches. They play some damn good Overwatch at times, and they probably would have had a far better attack there if it wasn't for some big kind of sloppy moments kind of towards the end of the second point, and I think is a good one. Towards the end of third point, at one point, they kind of were a bit sloppy with their execution, but overall, I feel this map proved to me that Bamboo Shack can definitely stick it to Xenon, and I think we should be in for a good rest of the set.
Yeah, as we're going to head to a short little intermission, don't go anywhere. More exciting Overwatch action right after this break.
Around you, I wanna taste the clouds, dance with the moonlight. Take a trip around your body, boy, I love the way you got me. Starry-eyed, got me starry-eyed. This bed is out of space, just keep painting constellations. You cover me in glitter till I'm shining bright. I never wanna leave the sky. The way you made me feel alive. I was in the dark and baby, you're the light. You're from another planet. I've never felt like this. I don't know how I ever survived without it. I'm starry-eyed. Got me upside down, spinning around you. Wanna taste the clouds, dance with the moonlight. Take a trip around your body, boy, I love the way you got me. Starry-eyed, got me starry-eyed. Couldn't fight if I wanted, flying to places that I never thought I could go. You're a meteor shower, falling down all over me, yeah, you're making me glow. Couldn't fight if I wanted, flying to places that I never thought I could go. Starry-eyed, got me starry-eyed. Yeah, got me upside down, spinning around you. Wanna taste the clouds, dance with the moonlight. Take a trip around your body, boy, I love the way you got me. Starry-eyed, got me starry-eyed. Got me upside down, spinning around you. Wanna taste the clouds, dance with the moonlight. Take a trip around your body, boy, I love the way you got me. Starry-eyed, got me starry-eyed. Got me upside down, spinning around you. Wanna taste the clouds, dance with the moonlight. Take a trip around your
Running through the last of my thoughts, standing on the edge of my time. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Running through the last of my thoughts, standing on the edge I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Yeah, baby, I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Alright, 'cause I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Yeah, baby, I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Running through the last of my thoughts, standing on the edge of my time. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Running through the last of my thoughts, standing on the edge of my time. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Alright, 'cause I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Yeah, baby, I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Alright, 'cause I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Yeah, baby, I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before.
Welcome back, everyone. We've got some more GitGud Advanced Division Finals action to bring to you right now as Xenon up 2-0 in the series after some very strong DPS performances coming out from them. Heading into map 3, which is going to be Route 66. What does Bamboo Shack need to do here?
Yeah, I don't really know. I mentioned how it feels like Bamboo Shack can stick it to Xenon. They're not out of this. But when we saw the kind of more individualistic style comps get played, Bamboo Shack were being outclassed individually. And then when we saw more team-oriented comps with the Brawl, Bamboo Shack were being outclassed. So I'm not sure, honestly. Maybe there is a new playstyle they need to try to go towards. Maybe try to play more of this Wrecking Ball stuff. We saw them play the Wrecking Ball mirror against Xenon on that first map, but they just looked like they were playing the Wrecking Ball because they felt forced to. And if that's why they are playing comps, I'm not going to feel too strong about them.
Yeah, and they can't really run the double shield because, well, I mean, the Wrecking Ball composition that Xenon ran so run is just what was made to counter the double shield composition. But, I mean, Route 66, I don't know. Would you feel comfortable running a Wrecking Ball if you were Xenon here?
Yeah, on Route 66, I think you definitely could run a Wrecking Ball if you're Xenon. They're very good at these Wrecking Ball comps, and it's just pretty good, honestly. The Wrecking Ball is. So, yeah, double shield I expect to see on the defense, but the attack, I think a more traditional dive or the Wrecking Ball comps could definitely work.
Well, we'll be seeing what we're seeing from both of these teams any second now. We're just going to be heading into the game very shortly, and I'm just excited to see more of Revolution and Bill on the side of Xenon. They just keep lighting up the kill feed and just, I wouldn't say hard carrying because everyone else on the rest of the team is able to do, is doing well. As we're seeing a little spawn hold here come, Joe.
Yeah. A spawn hold attempt here, and it's getting annihilated here. They're running a bit of an untraditional brawl comp, and the jump crit takes down a pair. That's not something you see every day, so a bit of a wacky start.
Yeah, and it's looking good for them as Bill's taken down 3 in this fight. Potato Man does take down Bully Hunter. That's going to be huge. They don't have that source of healing any longer, as it does look like the spawn hold has been broken. There's a lot of picks of Dawn now down for the side of Xenon, as they're going to have to back up and wait for their regroup to come back. But it's still a nice little hold coming in for the time being, I suppose. We do have a swap here, Joe. We didn't talk about. Marcel is in for, I believe,
Soul.
Soul, yes.
Yeah, so there, we do see a swap here. Coming into play the Pharah. Looks pretty good so far. Did quite a lot of work, but Xenon, they're going to switch over. They're going to mirror a ball comp, excuse me. Only difference being that flex support. Xenon are opting for a Zenyatta.
Yeah, as Gerbil takes Nacho off the side of the map to start this off, as it's going to be hard for them to hold on now without that main tank as well, with the minefields being out, taking their Mercy as well. This should be Bamboo Shack taking this fight, but nothing. The dude from Mars still alive, taking out Marcel as well, and the respawn advantage coming in the favor as the pulse bombs eaten as well. The side of Xenon have held on this defense.
Yeah, they are definitely holding on here. Resurrect is able to come through as well. A lot of ults for them as well. Xenon could definitely clutch this up.
Definitely, as Gerbil just getting out of there before falling to the spam coming in from Xenon. As Bill looking to get this barrage out, as Jay Rayner using the self-destruct as the nano boost coming in onto Marcel. That should be the fight won. The self-destruct does take down Mucho in the back line, however, but still, there's so many picks already in favor of Bamboo Shack, but Revolution's on this trace, and we've already seen it done before. 2 picks in their favor, but Marcel yet again with a 2K barrage will be able to win this out, and they get the first point capture. Oh, the res is there from Nacho, just giving some time for a regroup to maybe come in from the side of Xenon here, but they're getting people down. There, finally, they get the capture on point 1.
Yeah, definitely so. Nicely done there. From the side of Bamboo Shack. It took them quite a while, though. For the fact is, they never felt like they were losing any fights. They just weren't winning them. They were never able to get consistent part progress, so... And Xenon were able to stall it for quite a bit, but Bamboo Shack, not a lot of ults either after this first point. Only that Tracer ult. And the Minefield, speaking of a Tracer ult, that's, I believe, the 5th Ultimate Revolution has gotten in the set.
I mean, it's a good thing that Revolution really hasn't needed their ultimates to get kills, because Jay Rayner's been very hungry today, as Gerbil's going to be looking to get this Minefield into the back line. It does take him out, and it forces out Bully Hunter's Transcendence. They do take down Marcel, but the res should be there to get him back in this fight, as they do get this, but it's still looking good for Xenon. They've gotten picks in their favor. Both reses have been used now, and it's going to be going in the favor of Xenon after that res has been burned, as Bamboo Shack is going to be stalled out here on their attack.
Yeah, so Bamboo Shack, sent back to spawn, told to try again later. Xenon have built up a decent ult bank as well. They're going to have both tank ults as well as full spawn. So yeah, hopefully this time Revolution doesn't get it eaten. On the other side, you have the post spawn Potato Man and a self-destruct, but that's about it.
It's going to be difficult. Nacho going to be... Oh! It's going to be trade from Revolution and Marcel, but the res is going to be there. It's already burned in this fight. It's going to be huge in the later on of this, as Gerbil is down already thanks to Bully Hunter. The self-destruct trying to turn back this fight. They do take down Hex. That's massive. Bill does take down Potato Man. However, it's still looking good for the side of Xenon, as both spawns kind of the same difference away from each other. As oh, they did get the nano boost out before Mucho was taken down. Looking good for Bamboo Shack, as it looks like Xenon are going to be regrouping and getting healed back up.
Yeah, Xenon forced to regroup for now. Heart's going to continue to move. Jason back on a Revolution, so he's causing a bit of trouble. A lot of ults, though, for the defense still. They're going to have both support ults, both tank ults, and a barrage. And there's the first one.
The self-destruct taking Creo down super low, gonna be able to be healed up thanks to that passive healing of Mercy. The dude from Mars has taken down the Ana yet again, as almost a huge direct coming in from Bill. As the Transcendence is out from Bully Hunters, keeping everyone up and healthy for the time being, as they do get this re-engage, and they get it very well as they hold on to the second point for the time being.
Yeah, Xenon continue to kind of have this consistent ult advantage. As you can see, coming to the next fight, it's a bit more even here, as like, in terms of ults, as the pulse bomb does stick, but I'm not sure who it was to, as there was no kill, so. I imagine it was a tank there.
Ooh, we're going to be seeing, we almost saw a nice Tracer 1v1, as they do touch it in the end. Bill takes out Marcel, who did get the Bob online, as Red fills the kill feed. These people not being able to touch, as Bamboo Shack, yet again, at the 11th hour, it felt like capturing their second point and going to be able to have a new lease on life.
Yeah, and then we see a comp swap for Bamboo Shack. As we move on to third point, they're swapped to a Brawl. Sticking on the... No, they go over the Cassidy, but they're going to stay on the Ana for now, because of the fact that they're almost to that nano boost. As there is the same swap for Xenon. They go over to a Brawl comp of their own, once again with this Hanzo junk look that we've seen from them.
Yeah, as they're going to be heading into it here. Self-destruct over the top, coming out. Takes out the Immortality Field, as Nacho and Gerbil have both been traded out here. Both main tanks gone. This is going to be an even fight, but just as I say that, Bill takes out, and a nice sleep dart coming in from Nacho on the Ana should open up this fight for the side of Bamboo Shack. Jay Rayner taking Revolution down in the back line. The respawn's trying to come back. They've got a massive anti-nade on the Jay Rayner, but Or sorry, no massive anti-dig. There's no way on the side of Xenon as the respawn's trying to come back for Xenon to hold on to this point. As Notch Gerbil trying to do something, trying to stay alive. The red tower gets two. Yet again, Bill at the 11th hour for Xenon comes in clutch with the Junkrat, and they've held them a 4.3 as Bill just going to be emoting on point in celebration for that hold the 4.3.
They're getting ever closer, it feels. Xenon. We joked about how this one is going to be a 4-0, kind of in the production chat before the stream. It very easily could be at this rate. Bamboo Shack put up by okay attack. This is not a great attack, but it's not bad, right? They managed to get through most of third point before getting stalled out. So it definitely is a workable attack here, but the defense would have to be quite stellar from them to make it work. But I wonder what we're going to see from them on the defense.
Yeah.
So I'm playing the ball comp on the attack and then swap to the brawl later, and they're going to start on an Orisa Diva. So bit of a different look from them.
Yeah, an interesting decision nonetheless. I mean, be able to help keep this high ground with the Orisa and the Diva, just being able to keep Cart from moving when they want. But I thought the Orisa shield glitched out there for a second. But an interesting decision for Bamboo Shack to run this here. Obviously, they're thinking that Bill's going to be running the Pharah and with that double hit scan that they're running.
Yeah, that is definitely their thought currently. As yeah, I wonder if Bill's going to be able to get too much value, like you said, into this double hit scan and the Diva. It might be quite a challenge, but see what he's able to do here. I wouldn't put it past him to manage to make this Pharah pick work.
Yeah, as Bully Hunter's gonna start this the fight open, and the res is denied by Bill with the concussion blast. This should be it's gonna open the favor into Xenon with that pick, but still, it's going to be they need another pick if they're gonna want to win this out. They're catching people off guard for the time being, as the respawn of Potato Man almost getting caught out there by Bill yet again. As looking really difficult for the side of Bamboo Shack to really take this composition that Xenon are running, as Bill is a nice direct onto Trio in the sky, as this should be a very quick capture for the side of Xenon.
I think he's swapping.
The Amp Matrix has to like you said, they have to be swapping. They have to be, because that was a very late Amp Matrix.
Oh, he's not. It was just a bad ult. Yeah, it was just a bad commit from him. So the Eris is in a bit of trouble though. Should be able to get out with the help of her Fortify. It's a balanced ability, by the way. Fortify is. Xenon, they're gonna have every ult in the game essentially. Like even the heroes they're not playing, they're gonna have that ultimate. Yeah, and while Bamboo Shack, they're not quite as favorable a position, but they're close to it.
Almost a huge play coming in from Bill. The res is there to keep them in this fight as the picks are traded out currently. But Bill is in the back line trying to take out the Baptiste, and they do get them in the end, even with the harassing Jay Rayner. Still being able to find results with this Pharah. They still can't kill Bill, as it's going to be a quick another team fight win for Xenon, and they're looking so strong right now, Joe. It's looking very difficult for Bamboo Shack to even contest the cart.
Yeah, Bamboo Shacker looking a bit lost here. They have a lot of ults to work with though. So they will opt to stay on this this Orisa comp for now. Xenon as well staying on the ball comp because of the amount of ults, but if one good fight goes the way of Xenon, we could be seeing the end of this map here.
Yeah, as they're still not contesting the point. Obviously, they're trying to hold that high ground towards the end of spawn. But if they do that for long, they're just going to give up so much space as the supercharger just not going to get any value. It's get caught out immediately as the self-destruct coming out over the top. Jay Rayner takes Bill down as Rio also taking Nacho. I don't know. You know, it was rather interesting that it did catch Bill, but
Overwatch
I mean,
makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, there must have been some of him showing for the self-destruct to take.
Yeah, but Xenon, still a lot of ults, so they will opt to continue playing this ball comp. The defense has used a lot of ults, still with an opening.
Ooh, that's going to be huge.
Wow.
All being dumped in the end for Xenon to win this map out, as no one's going to be really able to touch the cart unless the Tracer gets there quickly, as it should. No, they do get the touch in the end, but the respawns are going to be met with a minefield of Nacho, and Nacho does get two, and in the end, Xenon have taken a stranglehold on the series here, Joe, as they're up 3-0.
3-0 lead now for Xenon. One map away from taking the GitGud North America Advanced Finals here. I mean, great stuff from them. They've looked great so far today. And Bamboo Shack have looked fairly close, but it just feels like there's a gap in between Xenon and Bamboo Shack today. Feels like Bamboo Shack are good while Xenon is great, and it just Xenon seem to have this X factor that Bamboo Shack are not able to keep up with.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. And the X factor is the DPS ability to just out of nowhere win fights. We saw it on Lijiang Tower, we saw it on Kings Row, and we also saw it there at the end on Route 66. And now is where if Bamboo Shack wants to start this reverse sweep, they've got to start it now. And it's going to be on a assault map type, which I don't know. It is a good place to restart start a reverse sweep, but yet again, it's also just a map type that can just boom you into to a loss.
All good reverse sweeps start on a draw on assault. I've casted a lot of Overwatch, and there's been a lot of reverse sweeps, but the series that I remember the most fondly of are always the ones where a team is down and then they draw 2 CP and they come back and win. And so if we see a draw here, I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but I'm not saying it's impossible. Because honestly, I feel like Bamboo Shack are more likely to draw this map than win it, which is kind of weird to say because 2CP is inherently a very kind of drawy map, and then as well, Bamboo Shack are just they seem to not be able to cross that line into being able to push past Xenon, and so if we see a non-win here for Xenon, I feel like it's going to be like some weird 6-6 draw situation. Everybody's favorite 2CP.
Yeah, it's gonna be really difficult for Bamboo Shack to win this out. It just seems like, especially since the control map type has so much similarities with the 2CP map type. It's gonna be hard for Bamboo Shack to push in. They did have some success with that echo that we saw earlier on Lijiang Tower, but Volskaya Industries is going to be, I don't know, it's very open, not a lot of places to hide behind. Flyers might not be played here as much.
Yeah, you say not as much, but I feel like on the attack you could definitely get value out of some Echo or a Pharah pick. I wouldn't be against it. We saw Dino get a decent amount of value for Bamboo Shack on that Echo pick. Kind of kept it close in a lot of circumstances, so I would not be opposed to seeing them go ahead and rock the Echo, excuse me. But I definitely agree that the better alternative for Bamboo Shack would try to play some more of these Orisa comps. I think this is probably their best bet to win, is to play some of these Orisa comps on the defense, maybe some 6-man on the attack. I think 6-man's very good on Volskaya. So those are the two comps I would like to see Bamboo Shack go for. But for Xenon, I think they could just stick to ball, honestly. I think if they stick to the ball comps, they may just be able to win off the back of it.
Yeah, and we're going to be heading into Volskaya shortly. We do have a swap coming in yet again for Bamboo Shack. Creo is going to be coming out for Dino. Dino is back in here and most likely to play that Echo or something along those lines. They are swapping out for a support player, which is interesting to say the least, though.
Yeah. So Creo, who has been, I believe, the main support for Bamboo Shack, is coming out for a DPS player. Brig, maybe he's a Brig player.
Maybe.
Yeah, I sometimes get if it's the flex support, because sometimes you just have a cracked out aimer on your team that plays DPS, and sometimes you're like, put him on Zen and just hope for the best. But yeah, subbing out for a main support is definitely a odd choice here.
Yeah, I mean they might have someone who else plays support on their team. It's gonna be really. I don't get the swap. Obviously, we're gonna be seeing it in any second now, as we should be heading in as we do right now. Like you said, they're gonna be playing the Brigitte.
Peace be upon you.
Yeah, they're on the attack, so they have time to swap. But yeah, makes the most sense. Which is kind of weird because Creo is a fairly good Brig player. I'd say Brig is probably his best support, so it's definitely an odd choice here. But I digress. Big shout out to Hex, by the way, the other main support. She's been putting on a great game so far. It's been mostly in the Mercy, so we haven't gotten to talk about her too much, but she has definitely been playing fairly well. But it will be a ball comp mirror. Different ideas, though, as you can tell by the DPS. Xenon's comp is going to play a bit more passive, wait for picks, while Bamboo Shack is going to... You're going to try to set up dives with your Wrecking Ball and Tracer.
Yeah, as they're going to be starting off there. J-Rain are super low currently, almost at half health, but nothing's really going on. Someone needs to find this first pick in the fight. Arcel almost going down super low, but nothing really doing. It's got to be up to, especially Bill on this Pharah, to get that first pick off for the defending squad of Xenon. As a lot of people are low currently, as Jay Rayner is demaxed, and it is going to be Marcel. He does go down to Bill, but it's going to be Fully Honor who's the first pick in this fight. But it's not going to matter in the end of all, as Xenon are going to be able to hold out on this defense. Oh, and just as I say that, Lucia does take down Hex as the test this point. And the respawn should be in favor of Bamboo Shack. They've got enough picks in this onto the defending side. The minefields is there. This could be just in favor of Bamboo Shack now, as all of these picks are now going in favor for the team in red.
Yeah, so Bamboo Shack are in a great spot. Heavily wrecked Potato Man though late. Just a bit of first foul points. Might get a DMAC.
Yeah,
really close to it. He's gonna pop the visor.
And they're gonna
Transcendence.
Yeah, they force out the Transcendence, which is huge, and the EMP. Oh, as Bill does take down Dino, but still, these respawns are coming back in very quick succession for Xenon. The self-destruct coming out from Dude from Mars, not gonna find anyone. Is going to be huge, but they should win this fight out. They should get this capture percentage, but at what cost to the side of Bamboo Shack?
Yeah. Bamboo Shack used a lot of ults, and it spent a lot of time. And so this was definitely not the best, but Bamboo Shack are probably going to lose the next couple fights as they try to build up towards more ultimates.
Well, they've got this Zenyatta damage from on high currently, as nothing's really going on at this time. Bill did swap over to the Junkrat yet again. Blue Hunter is going to be marked out and taken down by his Zenyatta brethren in the end. Could be huge for for Bamboo Shack here, as that Transcendence is no longer off the board for the time being. The rally out from Dino as well. Transcendence from Spawn. Just keep everyone up alive. The EMP gonna be there after the Transcendence has been burned, as this should be Bamboo Shack getting a very quick time bank.
Oh no!
Initiating
Oh.
damage.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the server crashed.
Oh.
Oh no.
Well, I don't know what happens now.
I imagined we would give Bamboo Shack just their time bank back. I'm not a rules expert though, so don't listen to me. I don't know what the ruling is. You hate to see it.
Yeah, I don't really know what's gonna happen either. We'll be figuring that out soon enough. I'm gonna send it to a break so we can just figure out this out without just us talking nonsense. So we're gonna head to a break while we figure this out.
Could have been. So baby, take my hand and let my love in. When we were 15, I remember car rides There you go again, looking so handsome. Oh, you have your way, and it's making me weaken. You and your stardust, walking like that. It's really getting too much, but I can't pull back. Though I try to.
Welcome back, everyone, and unfortunately, we did see that server crash coming in there on Bamboo Shack's first attack. So, we're unfortunately going to have to restart the entire map because, well, we can't really replicate anything else besides the time bank, but it's unfortunate for Bamboo Shack, who was going to have a pretty big time bank, but nonetheless, it's fair. Because
you just had this unlucky situation. Like they were like halfway to capping. You had a lot of people with ultimates. You had stalls coming through. I mean, there's no way to know what the outcome is there. And from how we've seen this set, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some absurd clutch coming through from the defense. So it definitely is like it's an unfortunate situation, all things considered. But I mean, it's what you get for assuming Blizzard would make competent servers.
I mean, pretty much, as we're going to be heading straight back into Volskaya yet again. And this time, we'll see if the side of 07 Xenon have a better defense in their back pocket.
Yeah, you'll have to see. You definitely hope they can put together a bit of a better defense, because that defense was not great for them. But I digress. We are hopping in here. Xenon once again are on a ball comp, opting for a Junkrat this time on the defense. Previously, this was a, I believe it was an Ash Farah, if I'm not mistaken from him, so bit of a different look.
It was either Ash Farah or it was definitely a Farah.
Definitely
I think,
a Farah.
Revolution might have been on the Soldier 76.
Yeah, you're right.
But they've decided to change everything up to try to hopefully counter this out. What Bamboo Shack is running.
Yeah, you definitely hope to see. Oh!
Ooh.
He's still alive? Okay.
As Bill's gonna be caught out there early
Yikes.
on. That is not what you wanted if you are Bill there. There's gonna now have to be a clutch out coming from the rest of your squad to hold it on. The Bully Hunter is out as well. Revolution does take out their counterpart in the back line, but Gerbil's rolling through, getting picks into their favor. This should be a very quick capture for the side of Bamboo Shack now.
Yeah, they will hold it. Oh, fierce the Bamboo Shack once again. They pull off a very quick attack from their side. So, big time bank for them. They're going to have around 6 minutes here to try to pull off a second point attack. They do have a ton of ultimates to do. They're like 60 to 70% to essentially every ultimate. And pretty similar for Xenon, except their support ults, they're lagging behind quite a bit.
Yeah, and that might be the biggest problem. Ooh, Nacho getting caught out there for a bit, trying to roll through the rest of the team, not going to be able to get that. And a nice pile driver onto the back line. The dive is there. The dude from Mars is super low. The minefield out is takes down Nacho. This could be an incredibly fast time bank coming in. Ooh, dude from Mars does take Gerbil off the side of the map, but Bill is down in this fight as the Pulse Bomb forces out the Transcendence, as the respawn should be coming back. Dude from Mars using the self-destruct over the point, taking down both the support. This should be enough for Xenon to take their hold on this defense for the time being.
This is why we said we can't replicate the time bank, right? Because maybe a hold like that comes off. They managed to do it And 07 Xenon are going to stay alive here. Riptire online for build with what has really been a very weird pick here for this situation of the Junkrat. They're also going to have both supportals in the minefield while the attack. They're going to have almost every ult possible for them. Transcendence and Minefield's the only ones lagging behind.
Yeah, so they're going to have to do something. Oh, and Bully Hunter using the Transcendence early. That's a big pickup, and Hex goes down. The rally was going to be huge. Nacho does roll through, taking out Potato Man, though. This could be enough, and the Riptire there in the end. Marcel's down in this fight. The res is there, but it's still looking good for the side of Xenon to continue this hold. The respawn's just so much in their favor, as everyone, both teams have a lot of low people on both of these sides, but Xenon look to be holding strong on the defense.
Yeah, Xenon doing pretty well here, but I mean, Bamboo Shack, they had a big time bank coming into the second point, and they still have a pretty decent one, but they're starting to get stalled out here. To see Marcel go over onto the Echo now off of that Soldier 76. No comp swaps for the defense, as they're looking mighty fine here. Both tank ults and support ults for them. Well, the attack is going to have both tank ults and Transcendence.
As Gerbil going for this roll through yet again, trying to take out Bully Hunter in the back line, and they do take him down as well. With Marcel with a focusing beam, the self-destruct coming out from Jay Rayner, trying to do something. Another self-destruct coming out, but Dude from Mars is killed before they can get in the remech. But the minefield is massive on point from Nacho. This should be able to stall out a lot of people for the time being, as the Transcendence used to stall out the point for the side of Xenon, but the kills keep going in favor of Bamboo Shack. But the respawn advantage is going to be there. The big break is on point, but kills just keep going in favor of Bamboo Shack. This should be the point in their favor.
Yeah, Bamboo Shack pull it off there. Good attack from their end. All things considered, they got stalled out a bit on second point, but rebounded. 230 time bank. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good time bank. Xenon, they're going to need to make sure they can capture with time, because if they capture in overtime, the best they would be able to do now is a draw. But Bamboo Shack are going to look to try to stop it on first point. They're going to try to get the best defense possible here, end this map here on this round, and hopefully start a reverse sweep. But Xenon, if they could get a similar attack, I'd feel pretty good about their chances. We saw something similar on King's Row, where it was a okay attack from Bamboo Shack, and Xenon answered back with a slightly better attack, and they ended up winning the map there. So if they could do something here again, it would be something quite magical, as they're trying to shut down the series.
Yeah, as Xenon's still trying to decide what they want to run here. We're seeing what we saw from the second point attack of Bamboo Shack on the defense here. Be interesting what they decide in the end. We're seeing them lock now. What are your thoughts, Joe?
Yeah, this defensive comp, I don't hate from them. I think it could definitely work. They need to just be careful with it, though. They need to make sure they don't... I'm kind of confused by Bill's running jump, by the way. I don't get the pick. I don't think it's gotten very much value. And, yeah, I don't get it. He's a good junk player, but I don't get it here.
Gerbil almost getting caught out there, but it's going to be Marcel down early on. The DMAC onto Dude from Mars is there as well, and the res should... now it's just an even fight with Dude from Mars out of mech for the time being, and Bill getting caught out on the Junkrat, as that should be enough for the side of Xenon to have to regroup for the moment. Revolution does take down Marcel, as Revolution still alive, getting picks in this fight. Is going to be able to open it up, as Gerbil's down, and they've got the support line caught off from the rest of the team, almost getting them taken down as well. But a nice volley coming in from Lucho on the Zenyatta there, taking him out. Still, they're looking good, but both DPS are down thanks to that Zenyatta of Mucho, but the respawns are coming back for Xenon. Still, The side of Bamboo Shack keep getting picks into their favor, and they're going to be able to hold out onto this defense for the time being.
Yeah. So Bamboo Shack are gonna get denied for, or gonna deny Xenon for now. Nice shot there from Potato Man. Big damn revolution there towards the end. A lot of ults for Bamboo Shack. They're gonna have kind of almost everything. Only the Diva Bomb is not what's close to being online. But I look for Xenon to try to collapse on the backline a bit more. If they can kind of take down the Zenyatta early, they'll have a bit more luck here in these as the fights progress.
Is now they're gonna have to get this. They're gonna have to get the this first point unlocked early. Bill does take down Gerbil, which could be huge in the long run. As Revolution gonna be using the tech visor, taking out Dino as well in this fight. This is going to be much more better for the side of Xenon and this attacking push. As the self-destruct coming out for the Echo, gonna take out Bully Hunter, but it shouldn't be enough for the side of Bamboo Shack to win out this re-engage. Bill does go down, and the Wrecking Ball is back on point, but he's already super low on point. And that is going to be Xenon taking point one, but a considerably less time bank than Bamboo Shack had.
Yeah, around 2 minutes lower than what Bamboo Shack had coming in the second, but they could settle it up with the same time bank as Bamboo Shack. If Xenon are able to get a win here on this opening fight, you'll see very similar time banks, as they have a lot of ults to work with here in this opening gauge. Revolution's the only member of Xenon who does not have their ultimate.
Well, the Rally and the Riptire are out, as well as both Minefields. It's an all fiesta here, Joe. They're looking to get someone. They do take down Dino. He does not have Rally available, but still a big pick nonetheless. Uh-oh.
It happened again!
Bro. What's going on, dude?
Oh,
Is Volskaya just broken or something? Like,
oh no.
I don't know what's happening here.
Yeah, I hate to see it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely hate to see it, as we're again trying to figure it out what's going on. Volskaya may be broken. Thoughts?
Blizzard is a game developer that exists, and that's about all they do is exist. Yeah, I hate to see it. This reminds me of a time when King's Row was just completely and utterly broken. And it was like on first point too. So if you tried to play King's Row, you just couldn't play it. Yeah. So a lot of tournaments resorted to using Winter King's Row. And so I casted a match where teams were playing on the Winter King's Row. That was a very strange series, but
yeah,
yeah.
I do love the holiday maps. I mean, unfortunately, they do just change the map, so you can't really play them in competitive play.
I don't think the Winter King's Row doesn't. The Winter King's Row, everything's fairly similar. It's mostly just visual stuff.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's like a snow patch on like first point of King's Row that changes some sort of the map, which is why you can't use it in like a competitive play. But like,
I'm pretty sure it acts as like a slope. So if you shatter it, it can like block your shatter.
Yeah, and
yeah.
So, but it's unfortunate because like I casted a game on Halloween. We couldn't use the Halloween maps. I mean, they didn't pick the Halloween maps, but still.
I can waltz the worst defender of changing it. Like second point, you know the boop spots like on the castle.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, yeah, we're gonna put up guardrails that can't get shot down.
Yeah,
yeah.
So you can't really play the holiday maps. They're nice when you play them on quick play, but like we said, it just changed the game too much to be used in competitive play. But I think we're just trying to figure out what we're gonna be doing with this map. At the moment, we might be playing it again. We might just say, hey, we're just going to skip this map, call it a draw, and go to a control point. or we're just going to play a different map in general. So we'll see what's going to happen. What are your thoughts? Which one would you take if you are Bamboo Shack?
Well, I mean, if you were Bamboo Shack, you kind of want to try to go after this because they look pretty good here, right? There's, dude, this is just a tough situation all around because they're pretty close to winning this map. It feels. I feel like they could win it, but I mean, if it's the map's unplayable, what are you gonna do? This game started an hour late for beginners. And now we're like spending half an hour on 2CP because the game doesn't work properly. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't want to stay up till...
I'm out of tea, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I still have my energy drink about a quarter of the way full, so I'm still fine. But, I mean, I gotta feel bad, especially for our, some of our producers and whatnot not being NA based. It's very late for them. Our and our one of our tournament, our production leads, you know, he's also it's very late for a lot of them. So I feel bad for them, but we've got Overwatch to play and Overwatch to cast, so they're staying awake as long as we need them to, and we love them for it.
Yeah. Yeah. We love production team. A lot of them are based out of EU, so it is quite late for a lot of them. But yeah, or early at this point. I don't know, man. it's gotten so late. It's become early. But yeah. So hopefully we could like play Overwatch at some point. That'd be pretty cool.
That would definitely be pretty cool. We're still just waiting for the confirmation of what the teams want to do here. So both teams are, you know,
they have differing wants.
Differing wants and needs. Bamboo obviously wanting to play Volskaya again, and
which makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, it's their map pick, so they're gonna have the final say. It seems like we're gonna be doing Volskaya yet again. Take three, third time's the charm, they say. So hopefully this time the map doesn't break.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I can't really cross the finger with this hand, but this hand, fingers crossed.
Yeah, I mean, so we'll have to see how this works. And third time's the charm for Xenon's defense as well. But from how we've seen it so far, their defense is getting progressively worse on their first attacking. Well, the first point's defense is getting progressively worse. The second point still very good, with all 2CP maps being just so defender based on point 2. We'll see if Xenon can get that full hold on this point, or we're going to see a quicker cap from Bamboo Shack coming up soon.
Yeah, we will have to see, but hopefully we can get underway eventually. But yeah, it's been a fun series, all things considered. I think you would have to agree. I think it's been a fairly fun series so far. I feel like the gameplay has been fairly good for both ends, and yeah, I just think both teams have put on a good performance, honestly. And even though Bamboo Shack are losing 3-0, I've never felt like they were out of a map, right? I've harked on this a couple times. It just feels like they're just a step below Xenon, but it's a very small step. You know, when like some of those like super fancy houses, they have like an unnecessary step for no reason.
Yeah,
just because they could. Yeah, that's the type of step I'm talking about.
Yeah. So I mean, it's yeah. This is oh my goodness. We've just talked. We've been talking out of our rear ends for the past, I don't know, however many minutes. I think we're heading right into the map now. It seems to be the case we're heading into. But, maybe not. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. I'm only a commentator. I'm not in the lobby. I'm just talking about the lobby.
Yeah. Also, you're the play-by-play. You're not supposed
Yeah.
to know anything.
Exactly.
Your job is to just say fancy words, and I'm supposed to actually explain what the fancy words mean. That's
I think we're gonna head to a break so we
yeah.
can
We're gonna head to a quick break.
restart the lobby. Don't go anywhere. Hopefully, more Volskaya is after this.
I wanna know, wanna see it. Can I feel you kryptonite? Can't get this off my mind. Does it own you, control you? Let me in, I'll help you out. I won't lose you this time. One more wine, one more whiskey. And we just kept the car in park. And dim the headlights so we see the stars. Let them tell us where we should start. And I'm scared as hell, because there's no way to know how this goes. But I can't help but say, I promise to give you my all. But it might break me. It might break me, break me. It might break me, break me. It might break me down. I won't let you down. But it might break me, break me. It might break me, break me. It might break me down. It might break me. It might break me. It might break me. It might break me down. But it might break me. It might break me. It might break me. It might break me down. But it might break me. The sight of you, it makes me dizzy. And when you're gone, I miss your face. Tonight I'll meet you in our favorite place. And just can't let this wait one more day. But I'm scared as hell, and there's just no way to know how this goes. And I can't help but say, trusting why you are so beautiful. But it might break me. It might break me, break me. It might break me, break me. It might break me down. I won't let you down. But it might break me.
Well, they say third time's the charm, and we're heading to Volskaya for the third time. Let's hope that we don't have to play it a fourth, because I don't think anyone wants that to happen. But
At that point,
lobbies...
make them Torb 1v1 for the series or the map.
Exactly. Torb 1v1 for this map, and but I believe we're all ready to go now. We've made the lobby. Hopefully that solves the problem so we can actually have this map be played.
Yeah, we swapped servers, new lobby. Hopefully we can play. I don't know if we're gonna do a full reset. I'm not completely sure, but I'm pretty sure we're just doing a full reset. So
Yeah.
we've wasted around 20 minutes or like 15 minutes of actual gameplay, plus like 30 minutes of breaks in between games. So yeah, this has been a this has been a great time.
It's been an experience, we'll say that. Because
this may be the last. This may be might be one of the last GGNA 2CP maps. Think about it. This may be the send off to 2CP and GGNA, at least in advance.
Who knows? What we'll
if
see.
If this is the last, like one of the last GGNA, like if this weekend is the final time we see 2CP and GGNA, it will feel very fitting that this is one of those maps.
Look what Xenon's running now. Oh, that's funny to me.
This is the third comp they've played.
Yeah, and this is the comp that they are saying they want to full hold this very easily, or they very want to full hold this, because maybe they're thinking to themselves, it's second point that keeps crashing, so if we full hold and don't have to go to second point, we can just finish it off now.
This is a true and valid idea. Bit of scouting going on from Gerbil here. He's understood what their comp is. It looks like we're going to see some swaps, and you see the Echo pick and a Hanzo as well. So swapping off that Tracer and Soldier that they started on. So a bit of a different comp look now. That Bamboo Shack are aware of what Xenon are pulling out.
Yeah, and the roll through trying to come through from Gerbil, but Xenon is super low, trying to force out this composition of Xenon for the time being, but nothing's doing. They haven't really, no one's been picked, no one's going down, but Gerbil takes down Hex just as I say that. That's the big opening that this side of Bamboo Shack we're looking for. Nacho trying to turn it back, but it's still going to be so much in favor of this attacking side, as 2 picks now in their favor. The D-Mech is there, but it's not going to matter, as Bamboo Shack just have this respawn advantage in their favor just because of the nature of 2CP. They should get this point unlocked very quickly coming out. Revolution still on point, trying to do something. The re-neck kill from J Rainer onto Dude from Mars. The respawn's trying to come back, but it's going to be a very quick capture coming out from Bamboo Shack, it seems like.
Yep, definitely. So Bamboo Shack, once again, very similar time bank from the first 2 times we saw them attempt to get to play 2CP. But this time hopefully it sticks. But we will see what they go for, as they're going to stick on this Bastion here, the defense will. They have a lot of ults to work with as well, including that configuration tank and the Riptire.
Well, the Riptire starting it off yet again like it has so many times out throughout the series, looking to get a pick onto someone, but it's going to be caught out there by the Zen and the D.Va. But it's just going to give them time, because they regrouped and waited for that Riptire to be taken down before anything really happened. But Bill is down in this fight again early on. Nacho going to be taking out Gerbil, but the Dragon Strike is going to be so much damage. They were caught in that little room for the time being. The self-destruct coming out from J Rainer, taking out Nacho. The Transcendence out from the side of Bamboo Shack as well, as all the ultimates coming out now from the side of Bamboo Shack to just get this very quick second point here. And that's working in their favor as it's pretty much all red in the kill feed.
Fastest time bank we've seen.
And it is indeed the fastest time bank we've seen. And now we look for Xenon to try to replicate the attacking of Bamboo Shack.
Yeah, so Bamboo Shack, they initially had like a they never capped second point the first time. Second attack, they were like 240. Third attack, 4 minutes. Xenon, what are they gonna do here? We're finally gonna see them hopefully gonna see them put together a solid attack here. If they can get within a minute, I think they still have a shot at this map. But if they're under like 2 minutes, or if they're like under like 2:30 in their tiebreak, I think they might struggle a bit.
Yeah, it's gonna be really difficult for Xenon to. Well, they didn't look that comfortable, especially on the attacking phase of. They haven't really looked comfortable at all on Sky, to be completely honest. Bill going to the Pharah now because the Junkrat not getting the value that they'd have liked to so far. Hopefully the Pharah can be what they need. Marcel gonna be the one to counter it out with the Ash pick, but we'll see what happens from both of these squads coming in a second.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a ball comp from both ends. A bit of a different one. A bit of a different one. So it's like a Pharah soldier here. It's a very pokey, while Bamboo Shack's is a bit more of a divey comp. Even though the pokey comp is on the attack.
Well, Jerpel almost went down there, but it's going to be Dino down in this fight early on. This should be the point opened up completely for the side of Xenon, with 2 picks already in their favor. Still 2 in their favor, now 3, as this should be enough. They do take down Hex early on, or late on, however you want to say it, as but this should be the point unlocked for Xenon. They might have some respawn or re-engages coming in, but it's looking good for them for the time being. The DMAC onto the Diva as well. Lucio does take down Revolution off the side of the map with a nice Lucio boop, but the respawns are going to run out now, as it's going to be the side of Xenon getting a very quick capture of point 1.
Yeah, the Wrecking Ball goes down late, but Gerbil has received the 3-second respawn timer, so we will get back fairly quickly. Xenon have a decent amount of ults to work with, but Bamboo Shack not so fortunate. But, I mean, I don't know why I keep mentioning, like, ult advantages. Other than King's Row, they have not really played a huge factor in who's been winning and losing fights.
Yeah, no, not at all. Ooh, it's a nice little coming out. As I thought I heard Transcendence being used early, but it's going to be Mucha taking out Nacho in this fight, as he's going to go down early on, as it should be just a 1 fight for the side of Bamboo Shack after getting 2 in their favor. Revolution does take down Potato Man, but with the nature of 2 CP, you need to kill everyone if you are the side of Xenon, and they seem to be doing so right now. The Bob's going to be invested. Now the Gravitic Flux coming in from Xenon to try to win this out, but they took too long. The respawns are coming back here from this side, but no, it doesn't seem to matter, as the side of Xenon still keep getting picks into their favor. They need to get a couple more if they want to win this out. The self-destruct coming out from Jay Rayner. Not going to find anyone. The Barrage going to find one. I don't really know what's going on. They should have knocked out a long time ago, but it's looking good for Xenon, as the minefields are on the point, taking a lot of damage, getting 2 kills, and they've got a fairly good time bank, it seems. The respawn's trying to come back, but I think they're not going to be able to re-engage as much well as they'd like to, as they're going to have to go 1 man in at a time. But
they got to kill him
down. That could be all they need to turn it into their favor.
There's Revolution.
The Revolution's down as well. This could be the hold of the Sentry coming in from
They're gonna
Bamboo
pull this
Shack.
off?
It looks like they are indeed, Joe.
Wow.
As the respawns, and as I've said time before, the nature of 2CP second point is just so much in favor of the defense, as if they can stall out for a long enough, get that regroup, and they did, as Bamboo Shack hold on for a long time.
Great defense there from Bamboo Shack. They recovered. I was preparing my statements about how Xenon, they got a good attack. They're still in this. And then Bamboo Shack pull off the Alamo and get the defense in, but Xenon have a decent amount of ults to work with still. Tank ults have been pretty effective so far.
Yeah, as they're trying to do something, Bill takes down Xeno early on, and the minefield being used. A lot of ults being used from the side of Xenon. It's looking good for them for the time being. The barrage out from Bill, who's gotten 3 in this fight. They just need to keep getting picks into their favor to finally win this out, and they almost have. In the end, Dino just fallen down. And definitely a bigger time bank coming in from Bamboo Shack, but still, both respectable time banks nonetheless.
Yeah, I said they need to be within like a minute 30 to still be winnable here, but I don't know. I feel like they could still pull this off. They've looked pretty good in a lot of clutch situations, and I feel like if they can get a decent attack, I'm talking like if they could get first point and part of second point, with like a couple ticks, or maybe even a full cap, I feel pretty good about Xenon's chances here. But if Bamboo Shack can put up a decent defense here, it's gonna be tough. So it's gonna be a ball comp though. It's what Bamboo Shack feel like is needed. I believe the same attack they ran on their defense just recently. The attack though looks like they want to run the same comp they just ran.
I mean, it worked well.
They were on a soldier previously, though, the attack was.
True. And it did work well, that previous composition. Marcel opting for the Soldier 76 instead of the Ash this time around. We'll see how that works out in either of these teams' favors with the swaps coming in.
5, 4,
Yeah.
2,
So it's gonna be a Tracer Pharah. Okay, so Xenon gonna go for a Tracer Pharah here. Bit of a different look. A lot of pressure on Marcel to be able to put some pressure on Bill. Look for J Rainer as well. Those two need to do some good work.
As Bill taking this wrap around yet again. Gonna be pumping on a lot of damage. Take down Dino early on in this fight. That's gonna be huge for the time being, especially if they can get another pick off onto the Zenyatta, which they almost did, but they're gonna get. Are they gonna get the DMAC? They do get the DMAC. It's Nacho getting a 2K's pile driver into that small little room. That's a quick capture coming out from the side of Xenon as they take down Potato Man. That's gonna be very quick, and they do get that 30 seconds in their favor as well here.
Yeah. So I said they get a decent attack. They are definitely still in this, and Bill does a bit of feeding.
Yeah, I mean,
that's actually kind of big for how little their time bank is. This could actually cause some problems. Bit of a Tracer duel going on. Revolution forced to retreat.
yeah, Revolution almost getting picked there would have been massive for Bamboo Shack if they could have finished it off there, as he almost goes down yet again, trying to get that pulse bomb stick onto Gerbil. But it's got to be up to Bill here, trying to build up to this. But Gerbil takes down Bully Hunter. That's going to be huge. They need to get picks, though, because it's down to 45 seconds, or they need to regroup immediately.
Yeah, you're going to see the Pharmacy go off the edge here. Yeah, they need to reset here. They have ults, so they're definitely not out of this. But they just need to regroup, reset. Like I said, they do have some ults. Revolution swapping off the Tracer is now going on to the Cold Cassidy here. And other than that high noon, they will have every other ultimate online for Xenon. The defense, though, not so fortunate. You will see 4 ults. There's still a lot of stuff to work with, but Not quite as fortunate as
And almost getting caught out there before he can use that barrage. The Transcendence is out. Dude from Mars takes down Gerbil. That's huge. So much recontesting. As the barrage finds 2 from Bill as well. They should be able to win this out. The self-destruct coming out from over the top. Can they take out Dino? Is the question here. No, they're gonna be stalled out there thanks to the returning of Gerbil on the wrecking ball, but a nice gravitic flux finds 2 as Xenon should be able to win this out, but like we saw earlier on their attack, the respawns are just so much in favor of the side of Bamboo Shack, but they get the picks necessary and they've gotten both points.
to do it. I said they need an attack similar to this. And they pulled it off. Great attack there from Xenon. They have come up big when it mattered most. And now, I'm not feeling as confident as I was about Bamboo Shack. They would need to field a full capture here if they want a chance. Theoretically, because how good their time bank is, they could double cap with over a minute. And just kind of say, you know what, we're done with this. Worst we can do is a draw. But I don't expect that to happen because Xenon has looked pretty good. So I expected them to put up a decent challenge here on the defense. But yeah, it's been a great map. Now that we finally get to Watchful Sky, it's been great.
It'd be really funny if we got a server crash.
No. Stop talking. Okay,
knock on wood.
Cut this guy's mic.
knock on wood there, because that would be. I think. I just say nope. Screw it. We're done with this map and just take the draw. If I was Bamboo Shack or anyone in this lobby right now.
No, Bamboo Shack. If they try to play full sky long enough, eventually Xenon will give up and forfeit the entire set to him. This is the goal.
It might be their end goal. Oh,
one time
goodness,
I was playing a game and I realized I wasn't gonna win, so I spammed as much stuff as possible to try to crash the other guy's game. It ended up working, so not saying it's impossible.
I mean, we'll see how Marcel already super low here as they've got this time to really build up this Revolution taking out Dino. Both supports are gone. This should be an easy fight win for the side of Xenon, and they have not lost anyone, which is massive as well. Didn't have to burn the Resurrection, which is going to be huge going into these later fights.
Yeah, so good first fight there by Xenon. They are trying to just get the full hold, end it as quickly as possible here. A lot of ults being built up for them, including these DPS ults. This is a very strange Tracer 1v1. Kind of on second point almost.
Ooh, Revolution might be caught out here. They are. Gerbil
got beat by
takes
the
down
bigger Tracer.
The Tracer, but the good thing about the Tracer is it will be getting back rather quickly in the end of things. So it's not the worst things to lose if you are the side of Xenon. Bill looking to get a pick. If Bill goes down before this barrage, pretty much the hold is over. But Revolution comes back from spawn, taking out the Tracer duel. Yet again, Nacho is down, however, but Bill's going to be using the barrage, taking down Dino and the mech as well. There goes the pulse bomb from Revolution, trying to find someone. But Marcel with the 2K 2K tack visor, taking out the Pharmacy is massive. But the time bank has dwindled rather very much so far. The Transcendence being used from Bully Hunter to retake the point as well, as nothing's going in the favor of Bamboo Shack yet. They need a pick and they need it now. They are almost taking down Bully Hunter. He's on 1 HP. Revolution is down. The minefield out from Nacho. This is what they needed. They've got 2 picks now. The Bill's still alive, looking to get something to self-destruct from Jay Rayner, trying to keep people away from the point, but it's still, no one has given up this point for the side of Xenon yet. As Nacho takes out Marcel, they still have this point controlled for a little bit as Potato Man goes wild, taking 3 and finally taking this defense off. No, it's just, they say the Revolution gets back to the point as now they're going to finally give it up with 1 minute and 9 seconds to go on the defense, or the attack.
Hello.
Okay. Deep breath. Bamboo Shack. Rally. Transcendence. Pulse Bomb. 60 seconds left on the clock as Athena has let us know. And they're going to start it off with the rally. Look for the Sparks to get some good value here.
The Pulse Bomb almost took out the Zenyatta, which would have been huge. But 3 picks go now are in the favor of Bamboo Shack. They might have done it here. They might have gotten all the picks they need in the world. The res is on the Revolution to try to hold this out. The Gravitic Flux gonna find one. Could be huge, but there's still picks going in favor of Bamboo Shack. The barrage coming out from over the top, not finding anyone. They're trying to get this hold, but no one touches, as it is going to be another round of Volskaya coming out from both of these squads.
If you think back to around an hour ago,
Sides.
I said it's going to be a 6-6 draw.
Initiating match.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. The 6-6 draw is incoming.
I really hope not. I feel like it's going to be a 4-4 draw now with how little of the time banks is right now, but
Yeah.
who knows? This is 4 more points that I thought we were going to see after those first 2 disconnects on Volskaya, but right now we're seeing Bamboo Shack changing up the composition yet again. Marcel on the Echo with Potato Man hovering the Tracer, or on the Tracer, as Bill and Revolution opting for Farah, the Soldier, for the time.
Hi. Hey there.
Yeah, so Bamboo Shack gonna run a ball comp here with this Tracer Echo. Not a look we've seen too much of, like with this Tracer Echo variation specifically from him, but when they have played it's looked pretty decent. Well,
4.
Xenon, they're gonna go with a comp that they felt pretty good on so far in the set with this Pharah and a Soldier. And then you kind of got this Sieg Ball tank.
Well, let's see here. As a Potato Man getting chunked down early on the side of for the side of Bamboo Shack, they do need to get a pick early on, and they need to get one quickly because it's down to 30 seconds already. But they have got this high ground now for Revolution on the Soldier 76. But they need to be careful of Gerbil, who's gonna be almost take him off the side of the map there, as it's still anyone's game here. No picks have gone in anyone's favor. Someone needs a pick, and they need it now. Either side, whoever it is, and Nacho is gonna be the person to open it up into the favor of Xenon. That's gonna be
The 6-6 draw.
point. This should be the point unlocked for the side of Xenon, as they're gonna have another chance to attack point number 2, and they have ultimates here, Joe.
Yeah, they definitely do. The only one they aren't super close to is the Transcendence and the Gravitic Flux. But on the other side, not a ton of ults to work with for Bamboo Shack and Gerbil. He may be caught overextended.
The Tap Visor finds Dino. That's huge. The res could have been so massive, especially in the stall, as Nacho gets another pick as well. This could be a 6-point cap. Volskaya for the side of Xenon. The minefield is on point. The D-Mech on to J Rayner is there. He goes in, gets caught by Bill on the bar. The barrage is there, and that's 6 points for Xenon.
6 points. I told you, a 6-6 draw.
Oh, please no. I don't think I can handle another attacking phase from Xenon.
At this rate, we're gonna be here till 1 a.m.
Initiating match.
That's
Eastern
what it
time.
feels like.
Eastern time.
That's what it feels like indeed.
Yeah. quick story time. This is the third story time of this broadcast. Dang, so quite a lot. I one time did a set. It was a first to four that also started at 10, except that was scheduled to start at 10. This one just ended up starting an hour late. But that one went to 1 a.m. and it was like an 8-map reverse sweep. It was an 8-map reverse sweep that went for like 4 hours. That was a wild night.
In before Bamboo Shack win this out and then go on the reverse sweep. Oh god. That's gonna be
Our production team is quaking in their boots.
They're quaking in their boots, thinking about what would happen if Bamboo Shack would. We're gonna be starting when we're gonna be ending when EU is gonna be starting tomorrow.
Yeah, our producer is supposed to do EU finals tomorrow. He's just gonna like at this rate. What's the point of sleeping?
He's gonna take a quick cat nap, 1 hour, and have to be back up.
Oh, a power nap.
Well, we're going in another attacking phase from Bamboo Shack and another hero for Marcel as he's going to be on Colt Cassidy now, trying to catch out Revolution or Bill, who's not on a spam damage hero for the first time. He's on the Sombra, which is rather interesting to say the least, but we'll see who gets this first pick in this fight, because who normally does will be able to win out this first engagement. We'll probably win the map with how things are going right now as Nacho goes down early on. That is one of someone you could bear to lose for the time being as they get quickly back to spawn, but it's not looking good. Revolution does take down Gerbil, but the Zenyatta's down. Bully Hunter is gone and almost 40% away from that Transcendence, which could have been huge. A nice flashbang coming in. This should be enough for Bamboo Shack to win out the first point here. A nice flex. Revolution does take down the Zenyatta, however, as it's still winnable for the side of Xenon, but there goes the D-Mech onto the Diva. The respawn's trying to come back, but that is going to be first point captured.
Yep, first point has been unlocked. We are near, I'm telling you, 6-6 draw.
I swear to God.
We've been playing Volskaya for the last hour.
Well,
it is the only fitting end. Gerbil in the back though, he's gonna drop the minefield on the support.
yeah, the minefield is there, and Dude from Mars and Nacho are going to be caught out. They're so low right now, but the EMP is going to find two, but it's not going to matter as the rally was already used, and I think, yeah, we're going to have 6 people here. We're going to have 6 points for both of these squads. The Transcendence on the point trying to stall out. They might be able to get a re-engage here from Phil on the Doomfist, but the Deadeye is out. Gonna be catching him out. They're gonna have Nacho retouch for the time being. They've got numbers. They've got numbers back. Hex fallen, but Dude from Mars is almost up to this self-destruct. It could be the thing that they've been waiting for to hold on to this point. They get the D-Mech onto the Diva, and Dino's down. This could be enough. Oh my goodness, Revolution and Dude from Mars might have done it.
Are they gonna do it?
They might have held on to the point. The pulse bomb is out. Hex goes down, but it's still the respawns are there for Xenon, and it's done it. They've won. They finally won as Xenon take the series 4-0 after an hour-long Volskaya map.
Play of the game.
You know, I've done it. I mean, time and time again today, you've seen Xenon pull off these bizarre clutches that don't seem possible. And fittingly, that is how the set ends. With them being crowned your GitGud North America Season 9 champions in the Advanced Division.
Yeah.
I said before this, because when we knew we were starting late, I'm like, I'm gonna put on the hoodie. I need to be comfortable for this. I feel like we're gonna be up kind of late for this game, and it seemed to have been paid dividends. But yeah, great game. honestly. If we ignore the kind of half an hour like tootling around trying to get Volskaya playable, um, it really was. And by the way, I love Joe the Pantry Raiser. I just noticed that. Shout out to our producer. But yeah, it it really was a great game. I think Bamboo Shack kind of, or Xenon, excuse me, kind of solidify themselves as just that one step above everybody else. Because Bamboo Shack all year, they've looked like the second best team, at times the best team. I thought they might have been the best team, coming in like as playoffs progress, but they weren't able to do it today, and Xenon just showed that they were slightly better.
Yeah, and I'd have to. There are so many people, especially from Xenon, who were just incredible. I'm gonna have to, shout out Revolution, because I felt like so many times, not only just a couple of maps, almost every map they made incredible plays to win fights that seemed unwinnable. It's like that Carpe moment on Lijiang Tower coming
Yeah.
back from with Widow on spawn, says winnable and wins it anyway. That's what it felt like from Revolution all night. So if we were to give MVPs, I'm sure I'd have to give it to Revolution there. But that's gonna.
Yeah.
You agree with me there?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, Revolution legitimately, I mean, he kept them in the game in so many moments they should have been out, and honestly is part of the reason they won Volskaya. But yeah. This might be the closest 4-0 I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was Lijiang Tower, even though it was a 2-0, the first round kind of a wash, but like the second round very close. Then Kings Row, Route 66, and Volskaya were just so close that really if it wasn't specifically for Revolution or Bill on Kings Row, this could be a completely different series. And we could be saying Bamboo Shack wins this right now. But in the end, it's going to be 07 Xenon with the win. Commiserations to Bamboo Shack. But that's going to be all we have time for, as it's getting very late. Everyone needs to go to sleep on the production end. So thank you all for watching. It's been me, Joker's Ransom, and Joe the Pantry Raiser on the broadcast.
New
Thank
Twitter
you
handle.
all for watching. Peace out and have a great sleep.